Hey Patrick, did you finish everything?
Hey love, yeah, I just finished and I'll be heading home.
Are you okay? You've been so busy after changing companies. I'm worried about you.
There's nothing you have to worry about. I've gotten used to it already. Don't worry about me, alright?
You remember we're meeting your parents this weekend, right? We set it up pretty early morning, remember? Are you going to be okay? Will you be able to wake up? Do you want to postpone the meeting? I can always adjust my schedule so you don't have to worry about me.
Don't worry about it. I just need a few hours of sleep and I'll do it. You know me. I'm a ball of energy, right? I also want you to meet my family. It'll be great. I know they'll love you. My parents will throw a fit if they don't get to see you.
Alright, if you say so. Just don't push yourself and let me know if you're not feeling well, okay?
Alright, I'll let you know if I'm not feeling well. I'm just meeting my parents, so there's nothing to worry about. By the way, you were pretty nervous when we discussed about this. I'm more worried about you. You've been busy with work and other things lately. Do you think you're gonna be okay tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm nervous and all, but I'm fine.
Okay, well that's good to know. I thought maybe you were wanting to postpone meeting my parents or something. Meeting the parents can be a little nerve-wracking.
No, nothing like that. I'm really just genuinely worried about you and your health.
Alright, then we'll meet up tomorrow as planned. I really hope that you can think of my parents as if they're yours. I know you've missed your parents and you've had a difficult time without them, but now you can think of them as your own parents.
Thank you. I know you know how difficult things have been.
I know you've been worried about what my parents will think, but you don't have to worry, okay? Even if they were to care, it wouldn't even matter since I love you for who you are and not your background.
It's just that not a lot of people try to understand what I've been through. I didn't do well in school, I was extremely raged, and I just wasn't in a good place. I know you understand and love me, but what would your family think? I'm just afraid your family might not think the same way.
I don't care what they'll think, love. We'll talk to them about everything, and they'll just have to accept my choice if they still don't understand.
Okay. I guess I'm just a bit paranoid. I know my background doesn't sound great. I just want to make sure that everything's going to be okay with us. Even if they don't understand, I hope that they can like me even just a bit. I'm doing well right now, and I really hope they can think that's what's important. But yeah, as you said, everything should be fine, right? They're the people who raised you. I believe they should be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about what my family might say. You're doing great right now, and family background doesn't really matter these days. What matters is now, not the past.
Okay, I'll just try not to think too much and just go with the flow, right? I still want to get ready for tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright, don't stay up till too late. Love you.
Today was a lovely day. I feel like everything went fine and that maybe your parents even liked me?
I thought the exact same thing. They seemed like they were really happy to meet you.
Yeah, I'm so glad everything went smoothly. But there's just one thing that slightly bothered me.
What is it?
We didn't really tell them about my background.
It was the first time you met them. There's no reason why we have to overwhelm them with information, don't you think? It was a nice way to introduce you to them, and we can talk to them about everything little bit by little. I want them to get to know you first.
I just feel like I'm lying to them, like I'm deceiving them, you know? I think they should know that I'm an orphan. You come from a good family. I think they'll think it's an important thing for them. I wish they would accept me and like me even after knowing my background.
I just don't think it's necessary to tell them right now. We can bring it up later on. Maybe like when we tell them that we want to get married and whatnot.
Do you really think that's the best way to go about it? I feel like we're fooling them. Shouldn't we just be honest about everything?
It'll be fine. My parents liked you, and that's all that matters.
You think so? Do you think they'll agree to the marriage? There's so much things we have to think about, like the wedding and about our life, but...
I'm sure they'll agree to the marriage. There's nothing you have to worry about. You did great, and let's just keep it that way. Don't overwhelm yourself with everything else.
Yeah, that's true. It's best to just go about it slowly. I would hate to overwhelm them with my personal issues and not have them get to know me.
You were really good today, and as I said earlier, I want us to start planning for our next steps in life.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. We need to start thinking about what it is that we want. I think we're ready to start planning the wedding and how we want to construct our life together.
We've been together for over 5 years, and I know that we have similar values for how we want to live in the future, but we should start planning the details and putting things into action now.
I agree. Now that I met your parents, I think we can start thinking about the details more. It'd be great if we can start moving forward with everything.
Exactly. We've been ready for this, and we've only been putting it off since you wanted to meet my parents first. But let's rest up well tonight and then discuss this again soon. What the hell are you thinking, Patrick? Have you gone crazy? Sean, what are you talking about? Did I do something to you? I'm talking about your girlfriend. Why are you dating that lowlife? WTF, Sean? Who are you to call her a lowlife? Do you think you're in a position to tell me who I can date or not? We're adults now. It's my life and I can be with whoever I want. It doesn't matter if we're adults or not. You're my little brother and I'm not going to make you fail in life. How am I going to fail in life if I'm with Daisy? I love her and I know who she is. It doesn't matter what you think, Sean. I know what I'm doing. All right, then why didn't you tell Mom and Dad more about her? You didn't tell them that she's an orphan, right? It's because you knew it would upset them, right? You know that they'll be against it just like me right now, and that's why you decided to leave out the important parts about her past. Mom and Dad seemed really excited that you finally let them meet your girlfriend. You can't deceive them like this. I don't like how you're talking about her like this. I'm not deceiving them. I just didn't feel the need to tell them every single thing about her life to our parents, alright? Yeah, it's because you know they would be against this marriage. She's not gonna do any good to you, Pat. How do you even know about her? You talk as if you know her personally. Yeah, I do know her personally, and I've known her before you met her. We were in school together. We shared some friends, so we would meet at gatherings ever since we were in school. We weren't close or anything, so I don't think she even remembers me. Wait, what? You knew her since high school? For that long? Yep, I know she's a troubled girl, a girl who never had a family. She lived at that orphanage growing up, right? She had a lot of issues and we all knew about it. And how is that important to me? I love her and that is all that really matters. Right. If you didn't think family background wasn't important, then you would have told them everything without needing to hide anything from our parents. You talk like she's the one to be blamed for everything that happened to her. How is anything that she went through her fault? She had a tough life growing up, as you know. She grew up really well in my eyes. She's caring, she's loving, she knows how to manage her finances well, and she'll be a great wife. Do you think you would have been able to even handle 1% of what she went through? Do you think that you would have been the person you are without our parents? I know she's had a hard life. I'm well aware of that. I never said she's a bad person or anything. It's just that she had to live a difficult life that you can't even imagine. She had to start making a living for herself at a young age, and I don't think you'll ever really be able to connect with her. Do you really think that you can spend the rest of your life with someone like that? Forget all of that. What I want to know is if you're going to tell our parents about her past. Why wouldn't I? They have the rights to know who you're thinking of marrying. I'm sure they'll change their mind about her, and I hope they do, and I hope that you would wake up to. You can do better. Why do you have to do this, Sean? Do you really think that this is going to benefit anyone in any way? You're just making this harder for everyone. Well, if it wasn't important as you said, then you should have told them yourself. You're the one who made this harder for everyone. Do you know why I don't think it's important? It's because that's everything in the past. It's not who she is now. I want her to spend the rest of her life without hardships like what she experienced at a young age. She made a good life despite everything that she went through. You should see her for who she is now, instead of judging her for her past that she had no control of. You can go on about this, but to me, it just sounds like you're deceiving our parents because you know how they would react. All you have to do is not do anything, Sean. Take your nose out of us and everything will go smoothly as planned. Did you receive the present? This is just something extra from me. If you're gonna accept it, it means that you understand and agree to keep quiet because our marriage has nothing to do with you, alright? Wow, Patrick. I'm surprised you're gonna go this far for her. I guess you really do want to get married to her. Alright, I'll keep my mouth shut for Mom and Dad. You won't hear from me about this again. Hey, Daisy, how are you?
Hi, Sean. Long time no talk. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, you know me. I'm always great. But man, I just wanted to say that you're one lucky gal. You got yourself a nice man. I'm jealous that you have a great partner.
I really am. Patrick is great. But why would you be jealous?
Didn't my brother buy you this as a birthday gift? It seems like he spoils you so much.
Oh, that. Yeah, there's been incidents where my phone battery died and I completely lost track of time while I'm out, so he got me this watch so I don't accidentally blow him off.
I'm really jealous. I really want one for myself, but I just can't afford it. It's really expensive, you know? I can't believe he got you such an expensive gift. I had my eyes on this when it came out. I wish my brother or you would buy this for me.
Oh, you really wanted it that much? Maybe you can ask Patrick about this. I don't know if he can help you, but if he has any extra money, he might be able to help you.
No, I don't think he would do that for me. You're special to him, you know? He cares so much about you, but not much about me. I guess as a husband, he'd want to spoil his wife as much as he can. I know how much he loves you and all. Oh, I know. I actually thought of a really good idea. How about you give me the watch? I would really love to use it.
I'm sorry? This is a present from Patrick. I don't think I would feel comfortable giving you a gift my husband got me for my birthday. I plan to use it for as long as I can. I'm so grateful to him, you know?
Really? You wouldn't be comfortable giving it to me? Because I know you have secrets that my family don't know about. I've been really nice not to tell anyone about it, but if you don't want to be nice to me, I can be the same.
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm following. What are you talking about?
About how you don't have an actual family because you grew up in an orphanage? My parents don't know about this, right? I don't know how they would react if they were to find out. You know how my family has somewhat of a status, right? Even if they didn't care about your past or background, the fact that you were deceiving them all this time, I'm sure they would change their mind about you big time.
Oh, honestly, I don't know what to say. You caught me off guard here. How did you know that about me?
I've known for a while. I've been really good, though, keeping it a secret for all this time.
Oh, so your parents still don't know about this, right? You still haven't told them.
They still don't have a clue about anything. That can change at any moment, depending on how you respond, that is.
Sean, do you really have to go this far?
Patrick said that you're good at managing, and that's why you got this far. So you should know what's best for the both of you, right? I mean, I don't know how much I can keep deceiving my own parents. It hurts my heart to know that they've been deceived. Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with your life, but my parents are older. I don't know what they might think.
Patrick, there's something I need to discuss with you. It's urgent.
What is it? What's going on?
Your brother knows about my past and my background.
How did you know that he knows?
Did you know he knew about everything?
I knew that he knew. He mentioned it to me a little after you met our parents.
What? Why didn't you think to tell me about it? It would have been nice to know that he knows everything about me that your parents don't know about.
I didn't want to overwhelm you with that. Your past doesn't matter, and I made him understand that. He agreed, and I completely forgot about it. I thought it was the same for him also.
These things are crucial to share, Patrick. I would have done things differently if I knew he knew.
There's nothing you have to worry about, though. He's gonna keep his mouth shut about it. He knows it's none of his business.
I just wish you would have told me when all of this happened. I don't know why you didn't think to tell me. What if your parents find out about it? It's been 2 years since we got married. They'll think everything was based on a lie. I don't have a good feeling about this. I knew we should have told them long ago.
It doesn't matter if they find out or not. We're happily married, we have a life together already, and there's nothing that's gonna change that. My parents can't force me to get a divorce from you. We already have a life together. They should know their opinion, and anyone else's won't matter to me. I wish you could worry less and trust me more. I'll never leave you because of what people think about you. I know you, your past and your present, and I plan to stand next to you in the future too. I'll talk to Sean about this again, so there's nothing you have to worry about. Just relax and trust me. Let me handle this, alright?
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's just, I feel guilty about everything, I guess.
No, I'm sorry about this. Sean shouldn't have told you anything. There's nothing you have to feel guilty about, okay?
Okay, I'll try my best to not let this bother me. I just want you to know that I do trust you. I'm sorry if it seemed like I didn't. That's not what I meant.
I'll be heading back soon. Try not to worry about it, and we can discuss more about this once I'm back, okay? I'll buy something delicious for us on my way back. At times like this, it's best to eat good food.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you. I sent you the watch you wanted. It should arrive in a few days. If it doesn't arrive within the week, please contact me and I'll track it for you.
Great, I'm so glad this went smoothly. I knew you were a nice person, Daisy.
In return, I want you to stay nice to me also. That means you're going to keep everything you know about me to yourself. Just promise me that.
Yeah, of course I'll promise you. I am a nice person, Daisy. Your secrets are safe with me and no one will hear about it. No, and I already spoke to Patrick about it, so you have my word.
What? You already spoke to him about this?
Yeah, he contacted me about it and we made sure of where we stand. I know where my place is and I won't bring this up anymore. I am sure things are gonna be okay. You must be relieved now that you know your secrets are safe with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, it's important that you discuss and share everything before things get too serious. You don't want to go into a marriage with any secrets. It's not healthy to get into something serious while trying to keep things hidden, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Your past doesn't need to be hiccups for your marriage, at least not now. As long as my parents don't find out, they'll keep adoring you just like they have been. It's just that I think you should have been honest about yourself to them from the beginning. Then you didn't have to live with all these worries and fear that they'll find out. Just because you're an orphan and your parents abandon you, it doesn't make you a bad person nor a useless person.
I'm pretty sure I know that. I am not a bad person, and I'm definitely not a useless person. I don't think you're in a position to tell me anything, though, Sean. You're not very bright yourself.
I think that I'm better than you, though.
I may not have a family like you did, but I have the experience. I'm sure I'm much more knowledgeable than you.
Oh, you do make me laugh, Daisy. I don't know why you would think that because I am much better than you.
Hey, Daisy, how's everything going? Hi, Rita. I'm doing well, I guess. I haven't heard from you in a while. Is there something wrong?
Oh, yeah, definitely something's wrong. I spoke with Sean, and oh boy, the things he told me.
Oh, may I ask what he said to you?
I heard your secrets you wanted to hide so badly. The fact that you're an orphan and grew up in an orphanage. Do you know how shocked I was to learn all this?
Oh, okay. So he just told you all that randomly?
We were just meeting up for dinner and the subject just naturally popped up. How did you keep all this a secret for so long? I'm surprised you were able to keep it to yourself. You're not at all like I thought you were.
I don't really appreciate that you two were talking about me when I wasn't there, especially when it's a sensitive matter that I'd rather have kept to myself. Could you please keep whatever you know to yourself? I'd rather not have my past be in the way of my current life.
I see. I guess I can understand why you would want to keep it a secret. Obviously, people will look at you differently. But you see, this is about my precious younger brother. Don't you think your background is affecting him and his life?
You mean you think it's affecting him negatively? He knows everything and he doesn't care, so I don't think there's any effect on him.
But what would everyone think when they find out about you? He's going to be talked about behind his back and people are going to pity him, maybe even look down on him.
Honestly, things like that may happen, but he doesn't care, and I don't understand how there'll be any harm. Especially when my background is kept private outside our social circle.
I don't know about that, sweetie. We'll have to see. I'm sure things might change if people start to find out. But wow, I must say you've really done a good job at keeping this a secret. Who would have guessed?
If there's something you want to say to me, please tell me already. I don't know what it is that you're trying to say.
Oh, no, it's really nothing. It's just, as I said, what would people think when they find out? There's so many things that were running through my head when I heard about it. And you know, Sean and I both really care about our brother, so we're just worried about how all this is going to play out when it gets known. You understand that, right? We don't mean any harm, it's just that we care about our brother. And the fact that you kept all this from not only us, but my parents. I think that's a huge betrayal. Kind of seems like you were scamming them.
Rita, I never scammed your parents or you. Patrick knows everything and he said it was okay, so I don't think there's anything more to discuss.
Marriage isn't just about you and him. It includes the whole family, of both sides. In this case, my family, since you don't have one. You should have told us the truth if you really thought that we were going to accept you even with your background.
Patrick and I talked about this and it's all done. There's nothing more I can say. Could you please just let this go? This doesn't concern you in any way.
Like I said, Daisy, it does concern us because now we have an orphan in the family. How could you deceive us all this time?
Does me not having a family really bring you harm? Not like I'm a criminal. I didn't do anything wrong. It's all in the past, and I've made a good life for myself. There isn't anything that I did wrong, and I don't deserve this treatment from you.
I mean, aren't you worried? What if you have a child? Can you really be a good mother? Can you promise that you're not going to abandon them like your parents? I really wouldn't want my brother to have to raise a child alone just because of his poor choices he made. I really believe that my parents should know about this. It's also going to affect my family if you end up abandoning your kids. As the eldest, I think it's my duty to notify my parents about all this. I can't deceive my own family. I wouldn't want them to spend their lives living in ignorance.
No, I don't think so. Do you know how much harm that's going to bring to Patrick?
It might hurt Patrick's feelings just a tad right now, but he's going to appreciate it later on, I'm sure of it.
Can you please just keep this to yourself? Sean is keeping it to himself. He's minding his own business like he should. Can't you just do that? What is the point of all this anyway? Is there something you want from me? Money? Is that what it is?
Oh no, this isn't going to be solved by some bribery. I'm not in need of any money, as I'm sure you know. This situation is already a mess. I need to fix it so that our family won't be an embarrassment.
There is nothing you have to fix, and there's nothing you guys will be embarrassed about. Please, just keep it to yourself if you want things to stay the same as now.
No, I'm going to be talking to my parents about this. I'm sure you'll be hearing from them soon. How can I keep such important information from my own parents? This already shows how you don't understand what a family is. You are obviously fine deceiving us. I can't believe this is happening. My family is going to be the gossip of everyone because of you. If this affects my husband, you're going to wish you were honest from the beginning. I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble if you just told us. You've already brought so much harm. I can't believe this. Daisy, I think there's something we need to talk about. I've heard so many shocking things and I want you to clarify it.
I apologize that I didn't tell you about my background and that you had to hear it from someone else. If I could go back and do our first meeting over, I would.
Daisy, I think what we need is clarification, not an apology.
Oh, wait, Mom, you know? When did you find out? But I guess there's no secret to keep now since we all know.
I heard so much gossip about you for a while, but I thought there's no way it's true. But now I just don't know what to believe. It's a good thing that we all know now. We need more information so we can figure out damage control. Daisy, could you please clarify all this? I need to know the truth. Is everything I've heard true? Why didn't you tell us honestly in the beginning?
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hide it from you or anything. We were going to tell you, but we never found the right timing and we eventually just forgot about it. I didn't mean any harm, but I don't think it's a big deal. It's not something I can change, but I'm living a good life now despite my background.
So, it's true that you're an orphan? Your parents abandoned you?
Yeah, that's all true.
I can't believe this. Patrick said your parents won't be attending the wedding, but you introduced me to your family. Who were they then?
Mom, don't be so angry at her. Of course she couldn't tell you the truth. She might not have grew up well, but she's not completely a bad person.
Oh, Sean, you don't know what you're talking about. What are people going to think of us when they find out about this? I'm going to be the embarrassment of the whole neighborhood.
I'm sorry, this isn't what I wanted to happen. But my family that attended my wedding were my family from the orphanage.
Do you think I care about that at this point? Do you really think that saying sorry is enough? That's not going to solve this situation, you know?
The gossip and rumors are gonna be crazy. Mom, you might not even get invited to those luncheons anymore.
You're right about that. It might bring your status down. People are going to talk about you too.
People might look down on our whole family. They're gonna think that we're ridiculous for letting some stranger into the family. I don't know if I'll be able to go out in public again. I can't believe you hid it all from Patrick and then got married to him. You're one crazy girl, Daisy.
What? Did you hide all this from my son too? If that's the case, then I'll never forgive you.
Sean, you're well aware that Patrick knew everything. He of course knows everything and he doesn't care about it.
I guess there's no meaning of hiding anything anymore. Patrick was a part of all of this too. He was dating her even though he knew she was an orphan.
I needed to know the truth, so I talked to him yesterday, and he told me that he loves her, so it doesn't matter to him. How sweet and dumb of him.
He really is dumb. He should have higher standards. He was probably just blinded by love. He'll eventually wake up from all of this and regret it.
If you two knew, then why didn't you tell me sooner?
I didn't know in the beginning either. I only found out about it later.
Is it really that bad? There's nothing I can do about my past. Is it really bringing you that much harm to your family? Can't you just let this all go?
You didn't have any parents. You're an orphan. How worse can it get? I mean, I guess we could just let it go, but I don't know.
Well, you really did have a difficult life. I know that much. It must be a sad story, but people are already gossiping about us. What makes me so upset is the fact that you didn't tell us about this. You deceived us and joined this family. I can't let this go.
I'm really sorry about that. I really didn't mean to. One thing led to another and it just slipped my mind. If I could go back and tell you everything honestly, I really would do. I really hope you could accept my apology and give me a chance.
Okay, so what do you plan to do from now on?
What do you mean?
What's going to happen when you have a child? What are you going to do?
I'm sorry, I'm not really following. What do you mean by what am I going to do?
What's going to happen to your children? Is what your parents did to you going to happen to them? Are you going to be able to give them all the love and care they need? Is Patrick going to have to do it all alone? I can't even imagine what's going to happen.
Just because I grew up as an orphan, it doesn't mean my child would too. It doesn't mean I'll do the same thing as my own parents. This is ridiculous. Yes, I had a difficult time growing up, but I grew up with a lot of affection and care. More than what I probably would have received from my own parents. The same thing isn't going to happen. If we were to have children, Patrick and I will do our best and support each other.
But you don't know what a mother is like. Who knows what you'll do to your own child?
That's right. You don't have any experience living with a family. What if you're not enough and they end up having some kind of mental illness? I don't even want to think about all that. This is out of my hands, and even if they get divorced, we'll still be gossiped about. I'm not seeing a bright future for us. Oh, my God, there's no way for us to end this in a good way, is there?
I'm really sorry that I didn't mention my background to you. I didn't mean to hide it or anything. I just really don't think it's that big of a deal. You're not obligated to answer any questions or rumors. I think if we all mind our business, these rumors will fade soon. People will eventually forget about it. You can all judge me and talk about me, but it's not going to change my background or how I was brought up.
Daisy, I'm glad you did something bad and you're apologizing, but I don't think sorry is enough.
Mom, are you gonna forgive her? Even if you do, Dad's not going to.
I don't think we should forgive her. She's really dragged the family name down.
Excuse me? Could you please explain to me how I dragged your family name down?
I don't owe you an explanation. Plus, it's obvious, isn't it? I don't think we want a girl like you in our family. We deserve someone better, don't you think? That's true. I agree with you, Rita. I wish this was all a prank.
You know, I noticed that I sometimes struggle to communicate with Daisy. I was thinking she doesn't know how to behave properly. She doesn't really have manners as well. But now I think I finally understand why. She never learned all of that from her parents.
That's a big problem. Class is one thing, but manners is something you can learn, and if you don't have that, I don't know what to say. Daisy, I want you to divorce my son as soon as possible. You're not good enough for him. Had I known about this in the past, I would have never agreed to the wedding, let alone date you. I would have done anything and everything possible to keep you away from my son. My son deserves someone better. I can't accept you as his wife anymore, and you need to step away from him. You'll do so if you loved him enough.
I think that's a fair conclusion for all of this. You did deceive us. What were you thinking the consequences were gonna be?
Yeah, I agree. She has to pay the price for deceiving us. This will be better for Patrick in the long run, too. If you try to stay married to my son, you'll see hell. You don't know what I'm capable of. I don't want to see your face ever again. I'm a person who follows through, so you better start packing your things. I think we also need to talk to Patrick about this and see what he has to say for himself.
That's true. He needs to know what we think, and maybe he'll wake up from all of this and notice what he's done. We can't leave him out of this.
How could you all be so cruel? It's not like I committed a crime. I have no control about my past, and yet, how could you all say this? Patrick, are you there? It's urgent. I need to talk to you right now.
I'm gonna head home now. Do you want to talk when I get home, or do you want to talk now?
I think we need to talk now. I can't go on like this. I need you to divorce me.
What? What are you talking about? What's wrong? Where is this nonsense coming from? Aren't we so happy together? We've had a great relationship and life together, and why all of the sudden?
Your family contacted me. They all know that I was an orphan and that my parents abandoned me. They weren't thrilled about it, as you can guess. I can't believe the things they said to me. Your mother told me to divorce you. Your siblings all agree that you deserve someone better. I'm just not fit for your family. I'll cause harm and bring your family down.
Wait, what? There's so much information. How did they find out? What else did they say to you?
Your mother was really angry. She said I've been deceiving your family and it'll be such an embarrassment if people find out. I think your Rita and Sean plotted this together and told her about it. All of them are worried that if we were to have children, I wouldn't be a good mother since I don't have one. And that I might end up doing the same thing and just abandon my own child.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe it. I'm really sorry for what they said. They shouldn't have treated you like that. You don't deserve all of this.
They can't have me in the family, and that if I loved you enough, I'll leave you because you deserve someone better.
How could they say that? They could believe whatever they want, but one thing is for sure, that they don't own me. It's my life and they can't tell me what to do. I'm not going to divorce you. I love you and that's not going to change either. I know you'll be a wonderful mother if we were to have kids. You don't need to listen to them and their nonsense.
But what can we do? Your mother said she'll do everything she can in her power to make the divorce happen. I don't think I can continue to live like this. I don't want to have to keep going through something like this for years and years to come. I'm sorry. I love you too, but I don't think we have a choice.
There's nothing you have to worry about. You won't go through this ever again. I'll cut ties with my family.
What? I can't let you do that.
I'll cut ties with them, leave them for good. You're more important to me than they are. You are my family too. I don't agree with them and they don't agree with me. If they want me to be a part of their family, they'll have to accept you as my wife. There is no other choice. I choose to be with you, and they obviously seem to not be able to accept you as my wife. Even if they were able to accept you, I don't think I'll be able to forgive them for what they said and how they treated you.
I don't want to break up your family. This would be just like what they said. I'm harming your family.
They brought it upon themselves. You're much more important to me than they'll ever be. You're my wife. We're a family, and I have to protect us. Our family.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Yes, I'm sure. I don't know why they think it's okay for them to break us up. If they want me to leave someone, it's them. If I never see them again, then so be it. I can't let them get in the way of us in our future. I'll just block them in every way possible.
I'm sorry for all this. It's all my fault.
How is this all your fault, love? I should have told my family from the start. I shouldn't have kept it from them. This was a problem that we had to face sooner or later, and I think I left it off for too long. I'm sorry that you had to go through all of this because of me. You won't be bothered by my family anymore. I think it might be a good time to invest in yourself.
What do you mean?
I was thinking maybe you can get some kind of certificate. Maybe get a higher degree so you can get a better job.
I don't know if I can do that. Going back to school? I feel like I'm too old to study and start over my education.
I think you need to believe in yourself a little bit more. A lot of people go back to school at your age to get a degree for work. It's actually really common. I think you got what it takes. I also think you'll be able to gain some confidence about yourself and your background.
Thank you, Patrick. It's nice to know I have strong support from you. I don't know if I can live up to your expectations, but maybe I can try.
I know you can do it. Don't doubt yourself. You're capable of doing much more than you think. Once you decide, I want you to focus all of your energy into that. You don't have to worry about anything. You might end up finding something that you can feel passionate about. Studying will never do you harm. You only gain from it. The most important thing is that you enjoy the process and you enjoy yourself.
I wish I could find something to be passionate about. I don't know, but I guess I'll just have to try. I want your family to one day know that I am good enough to be your wife. Thank you for everything. I can't believe I was asking you for a divorce and now we're talking about me going back to school.
Hey, Daisy, do you have time right now?
Hi, Samson. Yeah, I have time. Is there something you need?
I had an appointment with a new client at 3 p.m., but it seems like they'll be arriving earlier. Would you be able to handle them?
Okay, I'm finishing up some work for a case, but I can deal with them after. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
Could you just fill me in with their background? I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Well, the whole family actually came to the office and they seemed pretty desperate. It seems like the husband was involved in some kind of fraud. I don't have the details yet since I only spoke to them briefly the first time. Do you think you can get all the other details and take over the case?
All right, it seems like they're in a difficult position. I'll discuss it with you once you're back.
This sounds good, thanks.
Daisy, is that you? I haven't seen you in ages.
What are you doing here? What are the odds of meeting you here?
Daisy, how are you?
Out of all the law firms, it really is a funny coincidence that we meet here. I heard briefly about what happened to you. I'd like to get more information as the partner of this law firm.
Wait, a partner? You mean you're like an assistant of our lawyer, right? How did you even get a job as an assistant here? You're a high school graduate. Oh, Daisy, you know we know everything. No need to act tough in front of us.
This must be quite a shock to you guys. I'm actually the partner of the law firm. I'm a lawyer. I went to college, passed some exams, and here I am. I started having interest in law so that I can help people who struggled like I did. I changed my life for the better with the help of my husband. He believed in me and supported me all this time.
Really? That's quite impressive. I didn't think you were that type of girl.
Because you thought I was the type of girl who wasn't capable of doing these things for herself? You can do anything if you really try. All you need is to focus all your energy into it. It seems that I didn't think it was possible for me to spend more time on studying since I needed to make a living at a young age, but it turns out all those experiences benefited me. Sure, it's not something I want anyone else to experience, but thanks to everything, I'm here now. This is an awkward meeting, isn't it? Y'all seem like you saw a ghost.
I just don't understand how you were able to become a lawyer. You barely finished high school. I didn't think it was possible, but wow, you must have worked hard to be here. Unless Patrick took the exams for you and you're deceiving the firm.
Sean, it's heartbreaking to see that you haven't changed a bit. I guess having a good family background doesn't help with education, seeing that you can think of such ridiculous things. Maybe you need to go back to school and educate yourself.
Wait, what? What did you say?
You don't need to be embarrassed. We all can change for the better. It's all right. I guess I can understand why you think it was impossible for me to become a lawyer. You never put effort in yourself. Seeing how you can joke about someone else taking the exam, maybe you've done that yourself. But maybe I'm underestimating you. You really are clever when it comes to bribing others. You sure knew what you were doing to your brother and I. And now I see why you're here to seek help.
What? You brat! Who do you think you are talking to me like that?
I'm just being honest. What makes you think that you're allowed to tell me everything that's on your mind, but I'm not allowed to? It's about time you hear the truth. I think you've been too spoiled by your friends and family. It's good to get a reality check so that you can progress and live a better life.
Congratulations, Daisy. You got your moment there. I see that you've gained confidence and education. It's great to know that you've changed for the better. It seems like you really progressed your life. I'm really happy for you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Also, I don't think we have the time to be arguing about the past. There's much more important things that we need to discuss right now. Let's focus on the present, shall we? I don't know how much you heard, but it's about my husband. He did some things he shouldn't have, and he's in trouble. We don't know what to do, and we need help from an expert. We need your help, please. He's actually behind bars right now. We need to get him out as soon as possible. Our life is on the line. I'm really hoping you can help us out, please.
All right, I see why you're here today.
I'm really upset and worried about this whole thing. I want this nightmare to be over already. I can't go on without my husband any longer. I need him out and back into my life. I apologize for everything that happened in the past. Can we please forget about everything and move on? I understand that we acted hasty, but it was coming from love towards our brother, and I hope that you can forgive us. I also want to apologize for everything. I know I must have said things in the past, but I didn't really mean it. Everything I said was just in that moment. I really was shocked to find out things about you, and it's as my daughter said, it came out of love for my son. I know it's been a while and we lost touch, but I hope you can help us. I hope you have it in your heart to forgive us. If we could put everything that happened in the past, I would appreciate it. We really need your help with my son-in-law. Everything is falling apart for us.
You're still married to our brother. I still think you're part of the family. You know, we're your only family you have.
Please help us. We really need your help. I don't know what to do anymore. Like my mom said, everything's falling apart for us.
Okay, so you want me to get your husband out of prison? Is that what your request is about? I checked the results of his background, and it seems like this isn't his first offense. He's committed similar crimes multiple times, it seems. Honestly, it's going to be really difficult to get someone like that out of prison.
You have to help us. You have to use every power you have in every way possible. I heard that the success rate of this law firm is extremely high. I heard so many stories, and I know you can help us. If your law firm can't help us, I'm sure no one else can, so please help us, Daisy.
I agree. I heard so many good things. I need you to help us save my family. I know you can.
You know how her husband is the one who took over our father's company, right? He earns all the money right now. If he can't get out of prison, how are we supposed to continue living? We're gonna lose everything and starve to death. You have to help us get our life back.
I don't think I'm obligated to help you. I appreciate the apology, but I don't think I can accept it. You keep acting like we're a family, but I don't remember being your family. I think I'll be passing this on to someone else. This problem has nothing to do with me, and I won't be taking on this case.
What do you mean we're not family? You're still married to my son. This crisis for us can't mean nothing to you. You stole my son away from me. How dare you say such things? You owe me for your actions, you know.
Pardon me, but I didn't steal him from you. I married him, and he decided to cut ties with you. You should know your facts. I understand I shouldn't have hid my background from you, but it shouldn't have mattered in the first place. You could have accepted me for your son's sake, but you didn't. You all keep asking to let the past go, but you guys never let my past go. You put that against me, over something that I had no control over. You had all these years to realize that and reach out to us, but you never did. Not until today, because you need my help now. I had no control over my past. However, this issue, your husband has control over. If you guys were a part of it, then you guys can be held accountable also. You thought I'd help you because I'm your family? You should get rid of that ridiculous thought. Moreover, as a lawyer, I can decline to take this case.
Don't you think it's understandable of how we reacted before? We were upset and shocked at your past. You should let it go. It was because you hid everything from us. We didn't mean any harm.
You only have yourself to blame. You might not have meant any harm, but you don't know how hard it was for me. You told me you were worried that I might become like my parents, that I didn't deserve your son. I will never forgive you for all what you said to me. I hope that we'll never bump into each other ever again. That's why we cut ties with you. We didn't want anything to do with you because we both thought we couldn't forgive you. You all agreed that I wasn't someone worth being with Patrick, that you all wanted a better person for him. You all wanted a different wife for him, and now that's all of a sudden changed? Just because I'm a lawyer now and you need my help? That sounds like it's too good to be true.
But things are different now. It's been so long, can't you forgive us? We should have a fresh start.
You can't just change your mind whenever you want. That's not how it goes, Rita. I know you all don't mean any of what you said. Obviously, y'all still look down on me.
That's not true. I've let everything go, and I truly admire your change. I really think we should have a fresh start. If I were to have met you somewhere else, I would have felt the same way and asked for the same thing. A fresh start. It's not because I need your help, Daisy.
I am a lawyer, Rita. Do you think I'll believe your words? Do you know how many people I've met who lie like they breathe? I could see through it right away. I'm not going to take this case. I can't help you, so you need to find a different lawyer or law firm. This case is going to be difficult anyway, and it's not worth it for me to go through the hassle. Now that we're done talking about this, could you please leave my office? I am not going to change my mind about this.
Please, I am begging you, please calm down and think rationally. You don't need to forgive us, but can you put your personal feelings aside and help us? Daisy, you're our last hope. Please help us. Our life is on the line. I'm begging you.
I didn't change my mind, and I declined taking on their case. I couldn't forgive them for all the pain that they caused both my husband and I. It may not have been professional, but either way, I wouldn't have taken the case, as he wouldn't have had a chance of getting out of prison. It turns out that someone told them that they heard of a good lawyer, and that turned out to be me. I'm really surprised how something like this can happen. Even after all these years, I was surprised that they haven't changed at all. They must have been equally shocked to see me, because the look on their face was priceless. The words they said were obviously something they were thinking of in that moment. They should know that those empty words wouldn't get them what they want. I guess all of them are fake, seeing how Rita's husband ended up in prison. I plan to be true to myself and my husband, and we'll enjoy our life together. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, was there some stranger's kid in our yard crying or something?
Yeah, there was. I was really surprised. I called the police and they came to pick up the poor little guy, though.
You did what? You should have taken him in and taken care of him. What's the matter with you?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that a useless woman like you who can't even have a kid should just have adopted that little guy. Maybe it was a present from someone. You never know.
What are you even talking about? He looked like he was just 4 years old and he was crying out for his mom.
But still, how could you call the cops on a kid like that? He probably feels like he's been tossed out by you now. Maybe he'll hold a lifelong grudge.
Maybe I could have handled it a different way, but I just couldn't think of anything else to do.
Well, you should have taken that kid in and not told anyone at all.
Are you being serious right now? Don't you know that that would be a crime? His real parents are probably out looking for him right now.
But this was your chance to finally learn how to raise a kid.
Are you telling me that you want to adopt a kid with me, Trey? You're finally ready to give up on having me seek fertility treatment?
Well, I just think that at this point, it's kind of a waste of money, isn't it?
Well, the doctor said that we just have to stick to it and stay strong, right?
But I just didn't think it would be this expensive. We've sunk so much money into this.
I think if we just stick with it and wait a little longer, that you might finally hear some good news from this.
Well, I'm tired of waiting for results already. Besides, what's the point of making babies if we have to do it with test tubes and syringes? There is nothing sexy about that.
Please don't be like this. How can you say that?
Well, why shouldn't I? It's all your fault anyway, so I think that we should just give up on it now. But I'm getting bored and impatient.
But I don't want to give up yet. I think we're really close.
I wonder if that kid has come back.
I seriously doubt that the cops have just let him go. And even if they did, I doubt he'd come back to our place. Even if he did, it's still someone else's kid. It wouldn't be a kid that I would take in and raise.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess you'll just have to have a kid all by yourself.
What are you talking about? Baby making isn't something that you can do with just one person.
Well, I'm sick and tired of waiting, and I think I'm out.
You mean you're done even trying to have kids?
That's right, I'm done. What's the point of even trying anymore? We should just quit.
Is that really how you feel?
My break's about to end, so I guess I should just get back to work. Talk to you later.
Right. Sure. Well, good luck with work, honey. My name is Miranda, and I'm a 32-year-old housewife. I've been married for 6 years now, but unfortunately, we have yet to be blessed with a child. There are a lot of children in our neighborhood, and I can hear them running around, laughing and crying. Living here gives me mixed feelings of anxiety and hopefulness, and I don't know what to do. At first, my husband was really supportive of me and my struggle, but lately he's been putting me down and mocking me for not being able to have any kids. It goes without saying that that hasn't been very good for my mental health at all. Today, a lost child wandered into my yard. He was a little boy who told me that his name was Leo. I played with Leo until the police arrived to pick him up. The whole time I was with Leo, I could only think about how badly I wanted a child of my own. I decided to try and talk to my husband about trying for a kid again, but he put me down and said he was done trying. Hey, are you the one who called the cops and had them come and pick up my child? I'm sorry to ask, but may I please know who I'm speaking to? This is Vicky. I'm Leo's mom. Oh, really? Well, it's nice to meet you. How is Leo? Is he okay? He is not okay at all, thanks to you. He has suffered some serious mental shock. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? He told me that something really bad happened to him at your house. The poor kid is just shocked. Wait just a second there. I didn't do anything to him at all. What is all this about? I don't even know who you are and have never even seen Leo before. How did you even get this number? I asked an old lady at the last neighborhood association meeting. She's a big fat woman who appears to know everyone living here. That would probably be Janine Fryer if I had to guess, but I'm not sure she'd appreciate that description. That's right, Janine. That's the fat lady I was talking about. Don't you think that's kind of a rude way to talk about someone? Oh, please, as if I'm going to be lectured by the person who did something to my son. And why did you call the police on him? I told you I didn't do anything to him. He just wandered into my lawn, but nothing else happened between us. I know he was there. I was the one who left him there. I told him that he had a new mommy waiting inside your house and that he was going to be living with you from now on. I'm sorry, but I seriously have no idea what you're talking about right now. Are you being serious? And yet you just had to go and call the cops who took the little brat all the way back to me. I just told them that he'd wandered off, but still. But why would you leave your own son in my house and run off? I don't get it. I gave him to you. He was a gift? Wait, no, what? I still just don't understand at all. You can't just do that to a little kid like that. Well, I thought that you'd be happy. I mean, everyone around here knows all about how you're barren. Well, I have been undergoing a lot of treatment and trying to get pregnant. But you haven't been able to, have you? That's why you should have been happy to take Leo. But you can't just say that. It isn't as simple as that. Okay, well then what would you propose then? I think you ought to be showing me a little more gratitude for how thoughtful I was being towards you. There's no way you can be serious right now. In fact, I want $100,000 for my kindness. So now you're trying to sell me your own child. Oh, come on, don't use that word. You're just paying me back for a kindness. We're just scratching each other's back here is all. Can't you see that? But don't you see that you're putting a price tag on your own child right now? That's just horrible. It's not a price tag. I'm giving you a present and you're giving me a present, and that is that. I really can't see the difference between the two, I'm afraid. Are you stupid or something? I know that your uterus is like a shriveled little raisin, and that's why you can't have any kids, correct? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to buy your kid, and talking like that is certainly not going to make me more willing. Fine then. If you won't pay me, then I guess I'll just have to find another way to get the money out of you, won't I? And just what is that supposed to mean? What are you going to do? Oh, please, as if I'm going to tell you that. But the point is that you have a duty to raise Leo now. He's your son. But why? You're not making any sense. It doesn't need to make sense to you. All you need to know is that he's yours now. And you better get that through your thick skull. But I still have so many questions that I want to ask. Look, you're going to be getting a letter in the mail soon. When you do, call me and I'll bring Leo over, okay? What kind of letter? What are you talking about? You'll know it when you see it. Just be on the lookout for it. Wait, no, I still don't understand. I need more details. Oh my God, you're so annoying. Just shut up and wait for the mail to come, okay?
What do you want to talk about? I'm really busy right now.
I'm really sorry to be bothering you on your break. I just wanted to talk about that kid who showed up in our yard. I actually got a text from the kid's mother.
You did? What about?
Well, she wanted me to take him and raise him.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Well, that's good news, isn't it? Now we don't have to worry about having a kid of our own anymore.
But it isn't that simple. You know that it isn't.
Yeah, but this is great news.
And I just got some documents in the mail from that lady too.
Documents? What kind of documents are you talking about?
Well, they're the results of a DNA test done on the kid.
What are you talking about? Why would she send something like that?
At first, I thought that this lady must have been joking about me taking in this Leo kid. But you know what? I think that maybe I can actually do it now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you just get to the point?
Well, the results of the test said that he was your son.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean that Leo is your love child from an affair you had on me 4 years ago.
Well, did you find out who the kid's mom is? What's her name?
Wow, so there have actually been so many women that you can't even guess who the real mother might be? How many women have you cheated on me with?
No, come on, that isn't what I meant. Don't twist my words like that.
Well, it was a woman named Vicky. Do you know who she is?
Vicky? I think she's a woman from Memphis.
Well, you did have a business trip up there about 4 or 5 years ago, didn't you? I guess you must have not worn a condom while you were cheating.
Well, they kept breaking, so I just gave up and thought I was being safe.
Well, now you have a 4-year-old son. Not only that, but you've made this poor woman raise him all by herself these past years. She told me that she tried to contact you, but you had changed your number.
Well, what is the matter with her? Why did she even go through with having the kid?
What do you mean, why? Giving up a child is not an easy choice to make. Some women will choose to bring the baby to term even if the father is a cheating dirtbag like you.
I can't believe this. Is she crazy or something?
She's been looking for you ever since then, all while raising this kid for 4 years by herself. And now that she's found you, she's making you take responsibility.
Oh, this can't be happening. What the heck is this?
I guess that she'd saved some of your hair from when the two of you saw each other, thinking that you would pull something like this. That is how she was able to complete the test.
She took some of my hair? That is probably the most crazy thing you've told me so far.
But you know, 5 years ago, we didn't know about my fertility troubles. We were only married for a year before you cheated on me and had a kid with some other woman. How could you betray me like this?
No, please, Miranda, you've got it all wrong. This is all just a big mistake. I never meant for this to happen. You have to understand me.
Oh, please, do you really think that matters now? Leo was born. He exists. You can't just abandon a kid like that. You are a terrible human being, you know that?
Well, since Vicky has gone to the trouble of coming down here, the least you could do is adopt a kid and raise him, right?
Excuse me? Are you serious right now?
I mean, if you think about it, it's really perfect, right? You were talking about how cute you thought the little guy was, remember?
I can't believe you right now. How can you just suggest something to me like that as if it's nothing?
But he's my kid after all. Of course I want you to raise him. You'll learn to love him and everything will be fine.
You cheated on me. Don't think that I'm just gonna forgive you for that, Trey.
But this all happened 5 years ago. Affairs only have a statute of limitations for 3 years. You can't be mad at me for it now.
What the hell? How can you even talk about something like this in that way? I'm seriously hurt by this, you know?
You're right. I'm sorry. I never should have cheated on you.
Of course you shouldn't have. I want a divorce.
Wait, what? You can't be serious about that, right?
Oh, I am. You cheated on me and had a child who you don't even seem to really care about at all.
But I didn't even know the kid existed until a little while ago.
You don't care about anything. Not about my infertility and not about your own son. You're just treating this all as if it's some sort of game, but this is life.
Well, then what is going to happen to Leo then, huh? You can't expect me to take care of that kid on my own without you. You know that wouldn't go well for anyone.
Well, Vicky told me that she just can't take raising him on her own anymore. In fact, she's been under so much stress that she even checked herself into a mental health hospital. She's worried that she doesn't have it in her to take care of her own son anymore. Your recklessness has caused all kinds of pain for everyone.
Well, then I guess that just means that we'll have to stick together and raise him then, right?
No, I am going to raise him myself.
Wait, what? You can't be serious about that, right?
That's right. I'm going to adopt him as my own son and take care of him. Then I'm going to divorce you and make sure that I get custody.
Aw, you're just as crazy as she is. You think you'll be able to get custody of my son without me?
So then you're telling me that you're going to take care of him. You're going to make sure that he has everything he needs at all times of the day. You'll change his clothes and drive him to school. You'll cook him 3 meals a day and make sure that he gets driven to all his clubs and play dates and that he goes to bed on time. Do you really think that you can handle all of that?
Is that what raising a kid is supposed to be like? That is so much stuff.
Of course it's a lot of stuff. You're raising a human child.
I could never do something like that. I don't even make enough money to take care of myself. You know that. But I know that you don't either.
Well, that is going to change when I take everything you have in the divorce court.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean that you're going to pay for your affair and for having a child behind my back. I'm going to make sure of it. You'll have to pay me $30,000, do you hear me?
That much money? Have you gone crazy?
I really think it would be in your best interest to do what I say.
And just why should I, huh?
Because Vicky is holding you hostage right now and you don't even realize it.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that in order to make sure that you didn't get her pregnant and run off all those years ago, she hacked into your phone and laptop and saved some very important data.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What did she do to my stuff?
All I know is that she told me that now that she's finally found you, your life is over. Just what were you hiding?
I don't know. Just tell me what Vicky told you. I need to know.
I think you know. And if you want it back, she wants $100,000 from you.
I can't afford that.
Oh, really? I think that is a rather cheap price to pay for something that's going to totally end your life.
But if I pay her $100,000 and you $30,000, then I'll be bankrupt.
Isn't that better than having your life completely fall apart?
Aw, this can't be happening to me. I just don't believe it.
Well, Vicky's not going to forget you and neither am I. I think you're a pathetic little worm for running out on your own son. I'll make sure that you pay me alimony and child support for Leo as well.
My life is over either way. Oh, this is horrible.
Vicky told me that was the price she came up with to take back control of her life from what you did to her.
But I'll have nothing. I don't even have that much money right now.
Oh, don't worry. I'll also be starting my life all over.
But you'll be doing it with my money. That isn't fair to me at all.
Well, you should have thought about this before you cheated on me. You can't escape it now, so just take responsibility.
Oh no, I don't feel good. My head is spinning.
I am going to make sure that all the money you ever make goes into paying the both of us back for what you've done to us. And you're going to be supporting Leo until he's 18 without ever knowing him.
Please, you can't do this to me.
You can count on hearing from my lawyer soon. Anyways, I have to get ready to pick up Leo soon.
But that means we'll be living together for a little while longer, right?
Of course we won't. You are getting out of the house.
But can't we just stay together, please?
No, we can't stay together.
Okay, I get it. That's fine.
A few days later, Vicky brought Leo back to my place and I took him in. I could tell that it crushed her to be giving up her own child, but it was clear that her mind was made up and that she'd thought about this a lot. Leo was sad to watch his mom go. Even if he didn't show it on his face, I could tell that he was crushed. He didn't even cry, but it was clear this child was going to need a lot of help. As for the data that Vicky stole from Trey, it was proof that he was embezzling from his company. However, his company found out anyways and he was promptly arrested. Unfortunately, it meant that Vicky never saw the money she wanted from Trey. Instead, she threatened to take back Leo if I didn't pay. She threw stones at my house and was promptly arrested for it. It is unfortunate that the two of them ended up in jail, but what else could one expect from such irresponsible people? Leo stared at the food I made him strangely at first, and it was then that he told me he'd never eaten anything but Pop-Tarts and cheap candy. I continue to do my best with him every day, expanding his palate and making sure he eats healthy. I take him out to the zoo and various parks, and bit by bit, I can tell that I'm gaining his trust as I learn myself how to become a mother. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.